Geek Out! Pinky's up. Time for another Geek Out Book Club. I'm Sam.
I'm Jake.
This week we'll be talking about the first issue of Rockstars by Joe Harris and Megan Hutchison. Jake, what'd you think?
I love that I'm always the first. It was great. I mean, we talked. The interview that we did with them is one of my favorites we've ever done, and one of my favorite things about this book. And we talked to them about this was all the little kind of rock and roll hints throughout the comic book. That was one of my favorite things. We talked about the Paul is Dead stuff. Other posters of bands. The style and the look and the tone of rock and roll with like Joe says, really 70s is the prime rock and roll era. That was one of my favorite moments just from a visual standpoint, and credit to Megan's work on the book.
Yeah. She kind of, there's almost like a Sandman-esque quality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To the artwork there. And of course Joe, from writing stuff like the X-Files, gives it that kind of sense of mystery, that sense of menace. And I think another thing that works really well talking to them was, Joe knows his fucking rock and roll. Yeah.
And Megan knows her punk roots really come for it. So they
Cure too.
Yeah. But
anytime I get to talk about the Cure.
And but they each have their specialty, and they know what they're working with in this, and one of my favorite things talking to them about was their favorite kind of moments, their rock and roll moments, or their things that got them into their certain kind of genres, and it shows in this book. It's their expertise and love for the craft shows.
It does. What do you think is the greatest rock and roll urban legend?
Paul's Dead.
Yeah.
That's the one that had the biggest effect on me as a kid. I sat there with the little slide, glass slide or whatever, and cut the, quote unquote, cut the bass drum of Sgt. Pepper to see the little, the secret message in there, and tried to listen to stuff in reverse, and I'd record it on my computer and then play it backwards, like Windows 95 or whatever. And that was one that that I saw and really enjoyed the most. We talk about the infamous Mud Shark stuff with Led Zeppelin, which is pretty ridiculous. It's not pretty. It's fucking insane. But that one's up there. One. Well, no, that wouldn't make any sense. Never mind. But yeah, the Paul is Dead for me is probably the biggest.
Yeah.
How about you?
It's probably Paul is Dead. The clues on the Abbey Road cover, and Magical Mystery Tour, and I never accepted it. I never believed it.
No,
but it's
that's
fun.
That's the fun.
Yeah,
fun in it though.
Of course. But yeah, no, it's a great first issue. It'll be interesting to see where things go, especially talking to them. They're like, we're gonna.
Yeah, it's
after
more
this arc, we're gonna visit different eras.
Yeah,
different genres,
that was really
subgenres. Cool. So, as disciples of rock and roll, I think it's this book definitely struck a chord.
Oh my! Give it to him.
With us.
Wait.
But that debut issue is out in comic book shops everywhere and on Comixology on what's that day? Wednesday, December 14th.
December 14th.
Yes. So definitely check it out. It gets our top marks from us. Thumbs up. Got anything to add before we?
No, I really enjoyed the book, and I really enjoyed talking to them. They were great people. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So remember, rock and roll ain't noise pollution. Rock and roll ain't gonna die. Rockstars out December 14th. This has been another Geek Out Book Club. I'm Sam.
I'm Jake.
Keep reading. This has been another Geek Out production. If you enjoyed what you heard, hey, we've got a new commentary every Monday. We've got a special episode every Friday. Of course, there's the usual catching up show every Wednesday. And you get book club episodes just about every Tuesday these days. Thanks for listening.